Hello students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the AC, alternating current circuits. Till now what we have studied was regarding DC, direct current, which was having a fixed voltage, fixed current. But now we are going to study the most important part of current that we use in our homes and every place is called the alternating current. So an alternating current is one whose magnitude changes continuously with time between 0 and a maximum value. Means there is a maximum value which is called the peak value and 0. So within these two values the magnitude is continuously changing. Okay, that is called what? A alternating current. Now this current have a very complex waveform. So let us start with a simple waveform that is whose form is equal to that of the sine curve. Whose form is equal to that of the sine curve. So let us start with a simple waveform. That is, so in simple waveform the equation is I is equal to I0 sine omega t. Now this equation is analogous to what you have studied in simple harmonic motion. Y is equal to A sine omega t. So Y was the amplitude which was changing. Here I is the current that is continuously changing. And I0 is what? I0 is the peak value. It is the peak value. Okay, maximum value sine omega t with. So as t is changing, this whole quantity will change, and this as a result I will change. Okay, so when t is 0, when omega t is 90 degree, so as you will see here, when omega t is 90 degree, so this is maximum, the I will be maximum. When omega t is 180 degree, then whole thing will become 0. And again when omega t is 270 degree, that it will be minus. We know that sine 270 is minus 1. So here it is negative. Okay, peak and again 360 0. So this is like the sine curve that you have studied in class 11. Okay, and simple harmonic motion curve. Okay, so y I is equal to I0 sine omega t. Now omega is actually called the current angular frequency. Okay, omega is called what? The angular frequency. And omega is equal to 2 pi by t, where t is the time period and f is the frequency, means number of oscillations in 1 second. So this graph, suppose let us study this graph. This graph is a sine graph. As you have studied, it is called the sine curve. So this current, so maximum value is I naught. So maximum value is I naught and this is minus I naught. So the equation will be I is equal to I0 sine omega t. Okay, so in place of theta we will write what? The omega t. Okay, now some terms. Amplitude. What is amplitude? The maximum value of the current in either side is called the peak value or amplitude. See, let me explain with the graph. Suppose you come here. So this is what? The maximum value and this is the minimum value. So this part, this is called the amplitude. Okay. Though what is written here? The maximum value of AC on either direction means what? Either in the positive direction or in the negative direction is called the peak value or the amplitude. Periodic time, the time taken by alternating current to complete one cycle. Now time taken to complete one cycle, okay, to complete one graph means from here, the time taken to here, that is called T or time period. Frequency, the number of cycles completed by an AC in 1 second is called the frequency. Means how many cycle it is completing in 1 second, it is called what? The frequency. Acha. So frequency will be what? 1 by T, and T is what? 2 pi by omega. So we can say F is equal to omega by 2 pi. Mean value of or RMS of a alternating current. Okay. Mean or RMS value, what is that? An alternating current flows during one half in one direction and during the other half in opposite direction. So if we see, so what we do? Hence for one complete cycle, the mean value of AC is 0. That is why if we use a DC galvanometer to measure a alternating current, you will see that galvanometer is showing 0, no deflection. Why? Because because half time it is negative, half time it is positive. So net result is 0. However, the mean value of an AC over a half cycle is finite. But if we consider the half cycle, then it is a finite quantity. So what we do? We find the I mean. Okay. So what is I mean? So I mean means what? The mean value of half cycle is 1 by T by 2 integration 0 to T by 2 limit I dt. So what we have to integrate? I dt within limits 0 to T by 2, because we are taking only the half cycle. So that is by T by 2. Now as we have seen, I is what? I0 sin omega t. So I mean will be what? Now in place of T by 2, you write omega by 2 pi, this formula. T equal to 2 pi by omega. So T by 2 will be omega by pi by omega, and 1 by T is, that is omega by 2 pi. So you write omega by 2 pi limit. Here also you write omega by 2 pi I0 sin omega t. So on integrating we will get, here it is omega. So it will get what? Cos omega t. So integration of sin omega t is what? Cos omega t, because I0 and all these are what? Constant. And limits 0 to pi by omega. So if you put the limits, you will get what? This pi by omega, in place of t, if you write pi by omega, you will get pi, and 0 means whole thing 0. So pi, cos pi is -1 and 0 is 1. So minus 1, minus 2 and minus. So this will give 2 by pi I0. Now if you put the value of pi 3.14, so 2 by 3.14 will give how much? It will give you 0.670. Okay. Thus the mean or average value of an AC for a half cycle is 0.637 times the peak value. 0.637 times what? The peak value. Okay. So this is the mean or average value for half AC. Okay students. So today it was just an introductory about the AC, and in the next video we will complete the chapter. Okay. Have a nice day.